When you get alone with God and you know he's in there, you cannot get to a higher place. It's the pinnacle of spirituality. It's the highest place. There is no breakthrough. There is no longing fulfilled. Listen, God's answered all of my prayers I've ever prayed, he's answered. I remember when I was in my early 20s, I was like, God, I just want a family. God, I just want to have a beautiful wife that I love. God, I just want to have kids. I used to not think that I could ever get married. The lie that I was believing is that because of my sexual sin in the past, that I would be yoked spiritually to my wife, but I wouldn't be physically attracted to her because I had pornography addiction and made so many mistakes in that area. And so I believed that God in his justice, I didn't know the nature of God back then. I believed that my wife would be kind of like, but spiritually we'd be yoked because that's, And then I met my wife and I was like, wow. And my first thought was, she must not love the Lord like I need her to. Because she's really beautiful. My wife is beautiful. And then I met her at a worship night and I saw her worshiping and I was like, dang, she loves God. How many of you know you can't fake countenance? See, I know what you're looking at. I know what you're looking at. It's not about like, do you get me? I know if you're looking at him or not. You can't look at something as beautiful as him and just frown at it. Maybe you're looking at me. Hopefully I'm not getting in the way. I pray I don't. And then I was like, well, she probably has a boyfriend. I was so small in my thinking. And God just destroyed what I thought. She's like, I've never dated anyone. And then she fell in love with me. We got married. We have 5 kids. But listen. Open doors, and preaching, and ministry doesn't do it. Does nothing. I'm gonna sleep so good tonight, not because I preached good, not because you guys, whatever, something, God changes your life. God changed Balaam with a donkey. Don't ever be confused about how anointed you are or how anointed someone else is. It's God. It's God. Paul said it this way. He goes, man, I'm not sufficient in myself. Our sufficiency doesn't come from me. He goes, but God made me sufficient. So he's not saying I'm not sufficient. He's like, hey, you better believe I am a sufficient, ridiculous ninja minister of the gospel. That's what he's saying. He's like, I will preach you into the glory of God. That's what Paul's saying. He goes, but that sufficiency doesn't come from me. It comes from God. What your heart is really longing for is to actually believe that the living God sees you, that he knows you, that he wants to be God for you in your circumstance, that he wants to be your good shepherd, that he wants to be the fulfillment of all your dreams, that he wants to be the empower of you to do great and mighty exploits for him. He wants that. He has good works for you. Like there's prophets sitting in these chairs. There's evangelists, there's missionaries, there's mothers, there's fathers, there's Elon Musks, there's new industries, titans of industry. There's all sorts of things in this seat. But he wants you to be satisfied in his son. When you're satisfied in his son, he can trust you with all the things. Because he knows that if he opens a door, gives you a platform, gives you the breakthrough, it's not gonna tempt you. It's not gonna take a place in your heart that it was never meant to hold. See, the breakthrough you're looking for is on the other side of valuing Christ more than that thing. See, the only reason it hasn't come because you still value the thing more than him. we do, if we're honest, you value the thing more than him. How do you know? Because you're not satisfied. If you truly value him above the bigger check, the longing fulfilled, you will allow him to satisfy you.